you go. So again, it is Joseph versus Dan QZ. And again, you know, these events can't happen without a lot of the sponsors and a lot of the people that help us out. So I want to give a shout out to Shaq News. Shaq News, founded in 1996 as a Quake fan site. Shaq News has grown to cover video games and cutting-edge technology with evergreen videos, guides, and long-read content, while providing readers and viewers with the latest reviews, previews, and interviews and news. They will be providing our audiences live and streaming with exclusive coverage of CTWC 2019. I did an interview with them earlier as well, so you can look forward to that, including player interviews and post-game content on their Twitch channel at twitch.tv/ShaqNews.
But yeah, this is going to be very interesting seeing similar yet different hyper tapping techniques.
Right. And you can see that Joseph is hyper tapping mostly with his thumb, which is which makes it very interesting. And he uses, basically, he has his right hand. He rotates with his, it looks like almost like his middle and ring fingers, and hyper taps with his thumb, reaching over to the left side.
All right, audience, we're going to count another epic match down. Ready? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! You saw Dan turn the cap backwards. I'm gonna make another old reference. It's like Over the Top, but I don't know if anybody's ever seen that movie. There's also Pokemon.
All right, and boom, Tetris for both players. Simul Tetris to start off.
Neck and neck with all zeros. And boom, Tetris for Joseph, taking the lead, but Dan QZ looking to fire back real soon.
Yep. Had a little bit of a burn over there for Dan QZ. So not quite 100% Tetris rate, but that's what Joseph is working on right now to start.
Wow.
And just, it's so fascinating watching the hands, how they have two completely different hyper tapping techniques.
Also with Joseph, his hands leaving the controller momentarily every once in a while, so.
Yeah, it's not worried, you know. Let go, Luke. I think everyone got that reference at least.
Dan QZ building an unorthodox wall on the left side.
Yeah, it just kind of worked out that way, and it's working out, no problem so far. Yep, there he goes, clean.
Boom, Tetris for Dan.
So now he's just looking for that J piece or the I piece that he can slide over there, and yep, there we go. Transition back to the right side.
And with Joseph's pair of Tetrises back to back, he's taking the lead.
Right. Okay, gonna use the eyepiece there to fill in that gap.
That vibration.
Oh, wow. At the last second, making that adjustment.
Dan looking
There
to tuck.
There it is.
And boom, Tetris for Dan.
And meanwhile, Joseph with a very clean play field. Nice little micro adjustment right at the last second. And there you go. Now he's set up for a Tetris again. And boom, Tetris for Joseph.
Dan QZ, is he going to build his well on top and do it dirty?
Couldn't quite hyper tap it all the way over there fast enough, but it's, like I said, he should be fine. Oh, actually, the pieces are not going very well right now. Like that one right there. You did not need a C piece right there.
Oh, missing the
no.
T-spin. Oh.
And immediately right there, Joseph Saley taking the first game. And again, you know, as much as these players can plan for the RNG, sometimes the RNG can still take you down. And really, for Dan QZ, if it
The
just...
S's and Z's did not agree with his setup.
Yeah, if it just wasn't that one Z piece that he got there, he might have been able to clear that field. So sometimes no matter how good you are, you cannot overcome that RNG.
And we saw that T-spin developing. We all wanted to see it happen, but just couldn't pull it off.
Yeah. All right, so they're ready for the next
Ready for
game.
next round.
All right, let's count it down again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Starting off with the awkward forced tuck.
Yep, there
Both
you go.
doing it in different places.
Yeah, not quite as mind melded as we saw earlier. But both of them, oh no, actually, Joseph now has a double reliance on the long piece.
Yeah.
And they're starting off with a drought. They just started
built
with
on top. He
Yeah, there you go. Starting out with a 14-piece drought, 20-piece drought
He's
already.
gonna keep that dirty well, and there it is. Boom, Tetris for Joseph. Boom, Tetris for Dan. Hanging in right there and with him.
And the advantage for Joseph right now is that Dan's field now a little bit messy as well, so no Tetris leads able to be built. And look at this, again a drought.
Goes hyper tapping that long bar over real fast.
I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning there, and then boom, Tetris for Joseph. And again, we see the same situation where
Dan QZ is building his well on the left.
Yeah. Just kind of that's how the
There's
pieces
some versatility
kind of
there.
made it.
I like seeing that. We used to see Harry Honk play that way until later in his career run.
Yeah. I mean, if people are wondering why people favor over to the right, it's because the pieces kind of...
the rotation mechanics favor the right side, not the left, if anyone's wondering why we do it that way.
Go, and he's going to clean out that field, so he just needs a long bar, and Dan should be able to get in there. But guess what? Another drought. We have started this game with 3 14-plus piece droughts.
Nice S-spin from Joseph there.
Oops. But he's fine. He's fine. Wow, that was a beautiful upside-down placement of that piece to clear out that line. Great adaptation. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
Both players doing creative things to overcome this strange Z-bursts and things forming on their play fields.
Now both of them Tetris ready, just waiting for that long bar, and there
Boom,
it is.
Tetris for Joseph. And Dan firing right back as both players reclaim their play field health.
Yeah, but
Dan with another.
Joseph is ahead in score right now, a true lead of about 53,000. Now he's going to be reliant on the double long bar, so that's why he's filled out the well on the right.
Taking the triple up on top.
Yeah.
But he'll skim back his well open. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
Yeah,
widening the lead,
stuff.
75,000 points, 3 Tetrises.
Now he's going to be reliant on trying to fix that gap on the right. But the gaps on the right are never a problem because you can kind of burn pieces over there very easily.
And Joseph scoring again. Joseph opening up his well. Anytime he covers it, he's opened it back up with a couple of moves.
Yeah, cleaning your field is one of the most important skills to have.
Take some good foresight and planning and being versatile with your play field so that you can burn off the top. Just like that.
Nice little adjustment at the last second adjustment to slide that eyepiece over 1 to set himself up for the Tetris.
Joseph's lead widening now, almost at 100,000 points now. Dan's QZ's got some catching up, and he does with that Tetris.
Yeah, Dan is waiting for another long bar because he's going to get another Tetris here. But again, almost kind of like another drought that we're running into. There we go.
Boom, simul Tetrises.
Nice tuck and a double tuck. There we go. Clean that up. And then that O piece came when he wasn't expecting it. See right here, he's looking for the Z piece, but he keeps getting the S pieces instead. But yeah, the double L piece worked out for him, and there we go.
Boom, simul Tetrises. They're at the same pace. They're both getting that line bar at the same time.
Yeah, but you can see the score lead right now for Joseph. Over 100,000 lead right now. As long as Joseph keeps scoring these Tetrises at the same rate, it's going to be hard for Dan QZ to catch up.
And both players just using the long bars very well. They're not giving up points.
I feel like Dan was playing a little bit more aggressive just then with one of the piece placements because I think he knows he's down in score right now.
We're getting close to transition, another 20 lines. And if Dan QZ has been maxing out on 19, then we could see a strong scoring rush from him coming into the transition.
Right.
Boom, Tetris for Joseph. His lead wide to 155,000 points.
There we go. Dan Q.
And boom, Tetris for Dan.
Yep. Nice placement of those pieces to keep his field ready for Tetris, and he's going to be ready right there. Now he's just waiting for another long bar, but he's going to clean up a little bit.
Right, transition's coming, so I think they both know.
And there you go. Boom, Tetris for Dan QZ. Yep, 130 lines for the transition. Joseph's going to try to do it through the Tetris. There you go. Both of them at the same time.
Simul transition Tetris.
All right, and we've got a triple built for Dan QZ right now. He needs to find a way to get that long bar there. Yep, no problem. Nice cleaning from Dan QZ.
Wow. Joseph getting that long bar over, maintaining that aggression, max out pace. 73% Tetris rate.
Yeah, that's an amazing Tetris rate here at level 20. An unfortunate O piece right there for Dan. He should be able to clean it out, but again, it's just delaying him getting back to getting those Tetrises.
Good smart burning there. He'll have his well open.
Well, there it is. Oh, but Joseph with a little bit of trouble now.
And Joseph building, is going to move as well, or is he going to?
Nope, he's going to clear it out right now. Try to get it back to the right side.
He's up by 200,000 points, so he can afford to play a little safe now. But will he? Maybe he won't. Maybe our new final boss is just that powerful.
Well, he's set up for another Tetris now. There you go.
Wants to get that 200K. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
Wow.
Ooh.
Man. Oh, no. He went for it. He went for it. Not going to quite get it. And now he's kind of in trouble.
See how he burns that down.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble now. So he's got to just basically burn down. There we go. Ooh. Wow, what a tuck. Uh-oh.
We might just see a huge epic dig here. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay, there we go. And he's going to be able to get that in there. Nice. There he is. Got the right piece for that. Yep.
Rolling out. Wow.
And he's looking. Oh no. He couldn't quite get it over there. He missed one tap.
Oh my God. Are we going to see his.
No, he couldn't quite get it over there. Okay. But you know what?
Oh no.
But QZ also topped out at the same time when we were all watching. If Joseph could get out there, Dan also, with his field, he could not recover either. And so now Joseph is going to take a 2-0 lead over Dan QZ.
Simul top out, and wow, I really want to see that dirty Tetris happen, but it's just when you're that under pressure and you've already just recovered from having to burn it back down, like having to deal with another tight maneuver like that is so difficult.
I'm sure Joseph wanted to see that dirty Tetris happen as well, but just couldn't quite get it over there.
Joseph smiling at the words of dirty Tetris.
Yes. But here we go. We are going to go into game number 3 with Joseph up 2-0.
But the stakes is high. I guess we're going to count it down again, right?
All right. You guys ready?
For you guys?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Joseph up by 2. Dan QZ needing to win to stay in this. Both players hyper tappers.
There we go. Tetris to start out for Joseph. Dan QZ is going to be following suit right there.
Boom.
Dan QZ choosing to slide that square over a little bit to the side because he's getting a little bit stuck with that, the little S tower there. He's going to go for a dirty Tetris.
And there it is.
There we go. Boom.
Dirty Tetris for Dan QZ.
Yep, and now with a perfect field again. Ready for another Tetris, and look at that. There you go. Boom. Tetris for Dan QZ.
Was that a taunt from Joseph? I don't know.
Oh, no. There we go. Now he needs a J or an L piece, though. Yeah, but again, the RNG has not been kind to Dan QZ. But, you know, one of the important things to remember here is that both players are getting the exact same pieces. So you can't ever, if you're having trouble with the pieces and the other player isn't, that means the different styles have accounted for that.
Yeah, a lot of times it's going to come down to playfield versatility. If you build something that can handle, you know, an E or an S, as opposed to just one or the other and taking that gamble, then you can survive better.
Yep, exactly. And there we go. Dan QZ's got his field all nicely and clean again. Oh, has to go for a tuck. Uh-oh, can't get that Tetris because that spot, and he's not getting any of the flat bottom pieces.
There's one, he's good. Open
go.
for business again. Just waiting for that log bar. There it is. Boom. Tetris for Dan QZ. Back-to-backs for Dan QZ.
Nice.
But Joseph firing back with the Tetris of his own and getting that lead back. Now up by 80,000 points.
And boom, Tetris for Dan. It's so quiet in here right now. Everybody, everyone
Joseph
is watching
is okay
so
with that, it seems.
intently. Even as commentators here, it's easy to just get stuck watching these guys play.
It's like we're waiting for something epic to happen. You know it will. Joseph dumping some of those long bars on the left.
Yeah, I heard, I think it was Bidwell who said that, you know, a lot of times players will use kind of like the left side as almost kind of like their hold piece, you know?
Yeah.
Drop things off over there. Ooh. Nobody's going to be able to clean that. And, okay, still going for it. Wow.
Wow, I thought he was going to use that elf clear.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Clean. Yeah.
And boom, Tetris to Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, look, Joseph isn't going to get another Tetris. Oh, wow, what an adjustment. Wow.
You have some indecision and hyper tapping ability. That's what happens.
That is the power of hyper tapping right there on display.
It's just taunting NES Tetris, saying like, "You think I'm confined by the rules of DAS? No."
And he's set up for another Tetris. Meanwhile, Dan QZ needs to get a tuck over there. He's looking for the J piece. Oh, no. Okay, he's just going to go for
Turn it into a roof.
Oh, that was beautiful. Nice.
Burn it right off.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Joseph is now Tetris ready, as well as Dan QZ. Once they both get that next long bar,
Boom, Tetris to Joseph.
which means it should be coming up for... Oh, no. Dan burned it off.
But he's got a dirty well going.
But he's not getting the right pieces again.
Covered it.
Again, the RNG getting him.
Ooh.
There we go. There we go.
Flying, keeping the well open.
There we go.
Wow.
And he's open again. That's a triple, but you know what? He'll take it. He'll take it.
Beautiful survival skills there by Dan QZ. Boom, Tetris for Dan.
We're going to get another tuck right there. And yep, Dan back to a clean playfield.
So Joseph's lead has widened to 100,000 points. Dan's still in it though, surviving and showing us that even if you're in such a bad situation, you never give up.
Right.
Especially if you've got those hyper tapping skills.
I remember in the last game too that Joseph did end up topping out. It's just unfortunate that Dan topped out at the same time, but that means that Dan can have the confidence that, you know, that maybe Joseph can make a mistake and then he can just play safely. No.
I think Joseph disagrees with you, James.
That's fair.
That's what his face is telling me.
Okay. All right. Ready for the Tetris, and he gets the back-to-back J pieces to fill out on that on the left side.
Transition's
of the screen
happening
as well.
real soon. Just one line for Dan. And he cleans up in time, and Joseph's going to do it with a Tetris. Boom.
There you go. So both of them have transitioned to level 19 speed now. Setting himself for a tuck. There you go.
Nice tucks by Joseph. Boom, Tetris for both.
Yeah, and right now Joseph, though, with that 130,000 lead.
Boom, Tetris for Dan.
Ooh. Oh, no, that was not going to be able to tuck into there. Nice. There we go. Joseph staying alive.
Joseph recovering from a bit of gaps in his playfield.
Oh, and he's going to set up for a dirty
Well
Tetris.
developing.
He is. He's going for it.
Aggressive move by Joseph.
God.
It's versatile
And
though.
you know
Boom!
what?
Dirty center well Tetris from Joseph.
He may be
Very
crazy, but it
impressive.
worked out for him. There we go. Joseph just going for a little bit of cleaning now. That's what he's got to do. But oh no, here we go. Here's the problem.
It's a tough misdrop there. Can he get
Yeah.
pieces over to the left?
Oh, okay.
He's gonna have to skim it.
Oh,
Oh,
not gonna happen there.
that might not be
Okay,
recoverable.
here we go.
So the door is open for Dan. He's got 100,000 points to make up. It's definitely doable. Let's see how this plays out. He's got the well set up at the right. Boom! Tetris for Dan. Tuck, clean play field.
Well, now he knows how Jonas felt last year, where he had to watch and just wait to see if he can catch up. All right, trying to set up for that Tetris. Nope, just gonna play a little bit safer. Play a little bit clean right there. Not gonna get that
Put it for
Tetris
triple.
there, but he's set up now.
Gonna wait for a long bar here.
Of course, that's when the drought is gonna come, right? So
Opts for the triples instead. Oh, double. Conservative play there.
I don't think he actually meant to do that.
He's got a couple.
Yeah, he's
got
just
at
gonna
least
play
3
conservatively.
levels to work with.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Okay, there we go. There we go. He's set up for
He's
the
set up for
Tetris
Tetris.
now.
Oh.
Yep, no, he's still got it.
Boom.
There we go. Just, okay,
Thank you, CT.
he can play very conservative now. Very, very conservative at this point. And there you go. Tang is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I told you, Joseph can make a mistake. It can happen, I swear.
Dan QZ solidifying his role here, showing Joseph that he's not the only hyper-tapping teenager that can make you wait to see the outcome of your
Exactly.
fate.
All right,
Wow.
so there we go.
Dan
2 to
QZ
1.
staying in it.
All right.
All right, looks like we're ready to go. Let's count it down again. 3, 2,
2,
1,
1, Tetris! All right, both of them starting off very similarly here. Okay, finally had a little bit of a diversion there. Dan QZ now needs to add something to that 9th column over there. No problem.
Joseph using the same pieces but Tetrising. And boom, Tetrising Dan QZ, evening it up.
All right. Well, a little bit of a messy field here for Joseph. He's going to be doing a little cleaning. It's going to be
Yeah,
a triple.
take a triple, yep.
Yeah, so at this point in time now, Dan is going to be able to build the lead against Joseph. All the other games that had been the opposite so far.
Boom, Tetris for Dan.
Nice.
Dan has not been in the lead very often, but now he's got it. So let's see if he can keep it.
Yeah, kind of awkward pieces right there. Awkward RNG for Joseph's field.
Dan looking cleaner than any other round. Boom, Tetris. Ooh, is he looking for a tuck?
I'm going to take the double right there. But you see, he has to place that square over there on the right. So it keeps covering up that hole. So that's a problem right now. Oh, yeah. Now he needs a long bar. Oof, there it is. And a dirty Tetris. Oh, my God.
One of the dirtiest of the day that we've seen from Joseph. Wow. And Dan dealing with some trash of his own he's got to clean up.
And yeah, Joseph so far hasn't been able to quite dig out of this hole here. But to be honest with you, because Dan Q hasn't been able to get a lot of Tetrises himself, uh-oh, this is a problem.
Ooh.
Oh no,
Yeah,
this
the
is
lack
a
of
problem.
versatility.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Okay, but it's not quite over yet. It's not quite over yet.
6,000.
And just
Double.
3,000 left. Just 3,000 left. Going for the safety plays right now.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Oh, 700 points. Just go. There you go. And there it is.
Double.
Your reigning champion, Joseph Saley, has booked his ticket back to the grand finals.
And guess what? We have another final boss in Joseph.
Trying to start his own new streak here at the Classic Tetris
New
World
dynasty
Champion.
of the Tetris World Championships with led by a new generation.
Exactly. But you know what? We still have one veteran player left who can try to counter all these young guns here, and that, of course,
Hope
is
of the veterans is Corion.
Yep, and he's going to be going up against Batfoy. Now, this is going to be interesting because Batfoy and Corion apparently have played each other many times online.
But first we're going to be doing some interviews.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Here with Joseph, who finds himself for the second time in 2 years in the grand final at the Classic Tetris World Championship. How does making the finals this year compare to making the finals last year?
Jeez, man. Just the idea of having all these young competitors come out is really making my heart really freaking warm, dude. Oh, man. I just can't believe it. I want to thank all of you guys for making this possible, you know. It's going to be a great finals regardless, and I'm just happy.
Talk about Dan as an opponent. He had a great matchup to get on the board there, but what did you notice about him as an opponent?
I mean, his play was just phenomenal, you know. There's nothing wrong with it. I can't really say anything about it, but, you know, he's playing really conservative, and I think that's what makes the competition so tough now here. You know, you had max outs going on just with green tea, you know. I think that's just being able to be more aggressive in that. That's what's going to cut it.
So now you're going to face the winner of Corion and Batfoy, both of them as competitors. Do you have a preference? What do you make of that semifinal matchup?
Batfoy, please win. Please win.
Why?
No comment.
Okay, no comment. I guess maybe Corion is Joseph's kryptonite. You did beat Corion last year here at CTWC, but we might have to wait and see who you will face. Good luck in the final. Round of applause for our reigning champion. And I will leave you with this. Those two competitors that just played, Dan and Joseph, their combined age is also the exact age of Tetris. Back to you, Chris and James.
It's all connected.
No, honestly, one of the things that I want to say about Joseph, though, is that, I mean, already, this is his second year here, but already I feel like he has matured into a great ambassador of the game.
Bye.